Hi, I'm State Senator Bev Scalzi, and glad to have you watching this little tape. We're very busy at the Capitol this week, as we are, I guess, almost every week. It's a busy place. Lots of people come in to visit, so it's a fun place because there's always people from the district. There's always little children. Today I was visited by a group that was asking for money to assist in job creation for the deaf and hard of hearing. So we had interpreters in the office, and it was a great time working on that bill. I have a bill that I'm struggling with. It's not always easy here. I have Senate File 60, which seems like a really easy bill because it would protect your email address and your phone number when you call your city hall or your school district. Say you call your school district or you email your school district and you want to get the school lunch menu and have them email it back to you. In today's law, in current law, that's public information. So someone can go to the school district and say, I want all of your email addresses. And the school district is required by law to give all of those email addresses out. And if you're like me, I don't like to have emails coming in on my computer. I don't like to have to spend the time deleting them. So that's a bill that I've been working on very hard, and some people think that it kind of is not in keeping with the First Amendment, freedom of speech. Some people would like to gather those email addresses and phone numbers to form a group that wants to lobby against City Hall or the school district. So it's getting quite complicated, and I'm working with people on both sides of the aisle because I need to have the votes to get the bill to pass. It passed in the House. I'm having a little trouble getting enough votes in the Senate. So a good part of what we do here is working with other people and convincing them of a bill that we think is very important for our district, but it needs the votes to pass. So that's what I'm working on in that respect. I'm also, today we're going to be working on, not so much today, but tomorrow, we will have a lengthy Senate floor debate on the health insurance exchange. And to most people, it's kind of a confusing thing. It comes from the Affordable Care Act from the federal government, which is law. It was determined to be law by the federal Supreme Court. Part of that law is the health insurance exchange. We call it a marketplace, where small companies who don't, people who work in a small company, or maybe independent business people who don't have access to a large group plan for insurance. It's very expensive. So part of the law is that unless we get our own health insurance exchange passed into law in our own state by March 31st, then we would have the federal insurance exchange imposed on us with a one-size-fits-all. And they would pay for it with a 3.5% on the premium tax. That's in current federal law. So what we're trying to do in the state of Minnesota, because we're the state of the best health care for anyone, and we have these wonderful health companies in our state, we want to have our own Minnesota State Insurance Exchange. So we're working very hard through the committee process to get all the things in order so that we don't have a conflict of interest on the people who produce the products for the health insurance exchange. That will be a lengthy debate on the Senate floor tomorrow. So I'm planning on spending hours on that and listening to all the input from other people who maybe don't think that's a good idea. Maybe some people want to pay for it in a different manner. Maybe, I know that some people want to pay for it currently in the Senate, and they want to use money from the tobacco funds. So that's one thing we will have to decide before we put together this health insurance exchange. And we're being very thoughtful, listening to everyone as we debate this very important issue. So it's something that's going to happen, and we will do our best job in Minnesota and have it completed by March 31st so that we have our own health insurance exchange, not the federally imposed one. Another bill I'm walking through committee is for the Public Facilities Authority. And this is something that a lot of people aren't aware of. It's the PFA. They have the ability to sell bonds. They're revenue bonds. So what they do is they work with local communities who don't have many resources and maybe some of the knowledge on how to apply for grants and bonds. and their wastewater treatment plants might be failing, and that's not good for the health of the state or for the waters of the state. So the Public Facilities Authority has the ability to sell bonds and grant loans to small communities at a low interest rate to help them get their wastewater treatment plants up and running. Maybe they need a new one, and it's a very important thing that we do in the state of Minnesota. There's a bunch of state agencies that serve on this board. There's like PCA, Ag, Health Department, and they all form a board and they work on this process. And some communities don't make the cutoff, so they don't get to have the low interest loans or grants. But we try to help as many communities as we can in Minnesota, because when you have a failing wastewater treatment plant in a small community of 500 people, it's very difficult for them to pay for that whole thing by themselves without a grant or a loan that they can pay off over a long period of time. So this is one of the things that we do for the health and for clean water in the state of Minnesota. And I'm carrying a lot of clean water bills this year. That's just what I have decided to focus on. Because when we look at all of our 12,000 lakes, we want to make sure that we have clean water and that we have healthy people. So I'm working on that this year. I'm going to continue to work on these bills. And I'll come back again next week and let you know how things are progressing. So thanks for watching.